Blessings, friends. It's Maia here coming in with another astro update. Around March 6th and 7th, we'll be having a full moon in Virgo. Full moons are associated with culmination points and endings. The earth sign Virgo has to do with being practical, efficient, detail-oriented, being organized and of service, and purification. Also, in an unbalanced way, this can manifest as being too overly critical, over-analyzing things, judging others or oneself harshly, nitpicking, and can also be associated with perfectionism. This full moon in Virgo may be asking us what habits need changing so we can find optimum balance. After the previous new moon in Pisces, which was associated with dreaminess, the imagination, and emotional waters, this Virgo full moon is following it with a sense of groundedness to make sure our daily routines are in order so we can have productivity in obtaining our dreams and goals while being rooted and organized, managing our time, paying attention to details. It also sheds moonlight on areas of service to the world and pets. Other aspects happening at the time of this full moon: we will have the Sun conjunct Mercury, which asks us to be gentle and forgiving with ourselves and others in the midst of being honest about what needs to be analyzed or fixed. Uranus, the planet of unpredictable changes, will be in a sextile to the Sun and a trine to the Moon, which asks us to use our resources to repair whatever needs to be repaired to operate at our best capacity. The moon will be in Virgo and the sun in Pisces at this time, and both of these signs are associated with physical and emotional health. This will bring awareness to these areas. We will have 7 planets in mutable signs, which should bring a lot of flexibility and also ask us to be flexible, because we have Mars, the planet of action and passion, creating a T-square to the sun and the moon. This can bring tension, frustrations, and or irritations to the surface that have been stuffed down for a while and are ready to boil over. We have Mercury, the planet of reason and intellect, in the sign of Pisces, which has its pros and cons. It could be a great time for artistic endeavors and playing around with creative ideas in our head and coming up with a lot of ideas. At the same time, it can also make us a bit too dreamy, where we're ungrounded or there's a bit of fogginess or confusion, as Mercury is in its detriment in the sign of Pisces and feels a bit uncomfortable here. However, we do have Saturn, the planet of discipline and structure, moving into a brand new sign of Pisces until 2026 during this full moon, which really should bring an added practicality into these energies. The last time Saturn traversed Pisces was around 1994, so it's a pretty big shift and most of us will feel it. If you're interested in what this means, I made a separate post and video on my YouTube channel. We also have Chiron here, the wounded healer, activated at this time. This asks us to go deeper into our vulnerabilities and wounds. This is a time where we can go through our own pains so we can heal on deeper levels and to get where we need to be in a holistic way. In addition, with this emotional, dreamy energy prevalent still, and Mars being activated in this T-square, it can create a bit of foggy or chaotic energy. So overall, do your best to slow down and be grounded when it comes to receiving information. And be aware that Mercury is in its detriment, which means we may not have all the correct information at this time, and if we give it time, things will clear up. Sending so much love and happy full moon blessings to you all.